Hey guys, welcome back to Stormworks. Today we are back in the fishing career mode, hardcore career mode video series thingamabobby, where we are back with our Catamaran build, I think. I think that's what we're going to work on today anyway. So, you guys might have seen the previous video. We essentially did some rescues, we got some research points, and we changed from this boat right here into building this boat right here. So this is going to be a catamaran design. Now, as a few of you guys have said, this thing is going to have two engines, hopefully, and they are going to be located probably in this side, and hopefully that is going to be good enough. With that being said, we're also going to have to build a bridge onto this. We're going to have to give it a lot of fuel, and we're going to have to do a lot of stuff like that. But yes, I think this is going to work out really nicely. The only thing that I do want to say is that if we go fishing and we start fishing for our money, we're going to have some other issues. We can't actually research anything because you don't get any research points from fish. So we're still going to have to rescue people as we fish, which is very interesting. Anywho, let's go ahead and continue building our catamaran and see what happens from there. So, one of the first things I actually want to do with this is to actually delete this guy right here and this guy right here on both sides. I then want to be mirroring. Yes, I'm going to grab the white and I'm going to do this. Might as well be like full at the back rather than missing out this entire deck space. So that's pretty good. We're then going to jug this color in there. Obviously, we're going to jug this color in here and that color in right there. Awesome. Yeah, okay. Then we're going to build the bridge. We're going to try and sort out the back end. And I guess we'll get this thing working. Alright, so I am thinking we should actually allow people to walk around out on the front, so we're going to leave a gap of about 2. We're then going to build this guy into here just like this. I want to have 2 windows, actually 3 full windows on the front end, and then obviously we're going to have some windows going backwards. So let's try and make this like 3, and then maybe 1 more. In fact, 4. That actually doesn't seem too bad. We can still walk down the sides and stuff like that, so this isn't terrible. In fact, let's add another one. We can still walk down the side, and there's going to be no overhang over the edges as well. So this is probably fine. Okay, I mean, that's not terrible, so yeah, we'll leave it as it is for right now. We'll just build this back to here. What I now need to do is actually try and figure out how to add some windows to this. So obviously, we're going to have a central window, and that is going to be coming forwards. So if we go into windows, yes. We grab, I believe, one of these. Oh, no, actually, it's a 3x3. That's a 2x2x2. That's nothing. This one. We're going to make it black. I'm going to shove it onto there like... Oh, how do I actually want this to be? Like this, I guess? Yeah, sure. But that means that we can't actually walk along the front. So I'm actually going to have it further backwards. There we go. What that then allows us to do is add another one to the side. And then we can obviously add the things going backwards as well, which is these guys, I think. I always struggle with actually attaching these guys on, but that totally works. So that one goes there. We'll then add another one to right here like this, I believe. There we go. And then we'll add another one going backwards from there. Although actually, no, let's go ahead and just build this in by 1, and that should be good. Here we go. Build this guy back to here like so. Excellent. And then we go to windows again. We grab one of these, full corner, I think. 3x3, flip this over, flip it over again. Trying to get that in the right situation is pretty difficult, but I think we could do it. Yeah, and then that goes there like that. So we grab this, put it on there. I think that's fine. It does seem a little bit too wide, though. Yeah, so I decided that was too wide. So we're now going to go ahead and do this instead, and I can't figure out whether I should do some sort of block setup in the center like this, or whether we should just add another window in the center. Honestly, I'm erring on that side, but I'm not sure. So let's just do it for now. If I need to change it in the future, it's easy enough to do so. So there we go. Yeah, that works. And there we go. That is, I think, how I actually want it to be. So now we just need to add things around the top, try and fit all of that in. Build it all in on the top, we don't actually have any doors. We don't actually have doors yet, so we're going to have to put some of those on in the future. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to go ahead and build it around here. We're going to build it around this bit too, just like so. And then we're going to build it together, just like that. There we go. Yeah, I might just make that flat from there, but that might look ugly. it doesn't look too bad, but I think we should angle it a little bit. And there we go. So I've only went up by 1, but I think that's probably good enough. At the rear, I'm actually going to build this out by a little bit more. I think this is where I want the exhaust to sort of come out of, so we're going to build it like that. And in fact, if I build this across by about 2, we can then do this on this side. We can have the door in the center, and everything else is probably going to be fine. So build all these guys up to there, delete the edges, put these guys on there like this, bosh, and bosh, there we go. And those can be our exhaust pipes. Nice. I do think if we are going to build it that way, it does need to be extended. And there we go. She's been extended. That is pretty nice. So if we go ahead and spawn this in, does she float? Yes, she does. Obviously, it's very heavy towards the front, but that's because we've got a bridge there, and we don't have any weight on the back. So, in order to combat that, let's add some engines. It kind of sucks, but this is literally the only engine we have right now, so let's just go ahead and plumb it in, and I guess that'll be fine. So, shove this guy onto there. I guess, actually, I'm going to put it in here like that? That way around? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, sure, that works. And then, obviously, the propeller could go out the back end, and the exhaust and everything like that can be plumbed in properly. So, I've actually ended up putting an engine in each side. They are literally just these small engines. I've got a generator in here, we've got a clutch in here, we've got small propellers for each of them, and we do actually have 1,000,000 fuel tanks. Cooling is currently one of these, which I don't think is going to work out quite as well as I need it to. And then our exhaust and our air both come out of these guys right here, which I actually think is going to be fine. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get ourselves a helm in here. One of you guys did actually tell me about this, actually using one of these, which does make sense. So I'm going to go ahead and shove one of those in here, just like this. I'm going to delete that guy and shove this on there like that. And I guess I'm going to just drag this down. So, like that. There we go. We're then going to get some dials, and I'm going to shove them in here. So, I don't really have many needs for dials right now, because I don't have speedos or anything like that. But what we can do is engine... Oh, wow, that's not nice. Engine temp. There we go. That's probably okay. And engine temp on this side. There we go. We're then going to put in fuel on this side. And I guess if I put it on this side too, fuel, that should be good. So connect this down to tank content. Yes. This down to tank content. Very good. We're then going to put engine temperature on here, which we don't currently... Oh, wait. Small engine temperature. Nice. And then we need temperature on the other side as well. So, engine temp, there we go. Straight to temperature, which is there. Okay, so, this boat should now actually work. However, we are missing some core components, such as lights, some random, like, I don't know, fences or something like that around the outside. Probably just going to use more of these, and that's it, maybe. Okay, so, again, ignore all of my electricity stuff, because it's not very good, but we're going to add another dial, just a singular one, for batteries. Let's go ahead and shove that right there. There we go. Bedroom. There we go. Awesome. And I guess we'll just connect that to there. That's fine. I also want that to be on the lights, if possible. So let's go ahead and put all of the backlights on there. That's awesome. And yeah, it now should actually work. Like, we should be able to drive this thing around. Except a few issues. So, A and D obviously needs to control the rudder. There we go. We got 4 rudders. There we go. That's nice. We then need W and S to control forwards and backwards. Yeah, I suppose. Clutch pressure. There we go. And then up and down is gonna be for our throttle. There we go. Okay, so everything should actually work at this point in time. Look at it. Does this, inspire confidence? I'm not so sure it does, but let's go ahead and see if it works. So, lights is 3. There we go. Spotlight on the top is 4. That works. Press 1 for the engine. Throttle up is up and down. Off we go. I mean, it's running, which is nice. The only thing I would say is it's a little bit low in the water. I guess with more powerful engines we can sort that out, and as soon as we actually get control surfaces as well. But overall, I would say this is actually running very nicely. It actually works very nice too. It's very stable, which is exactly what we wanted from a catamaran. The middle is definitely off the water still, which, again, is Catamaran-like. And it doesn't look super ugly. Cool. Side note, for those wondering, I did connect the battery. Anyway, what am I going to do now? Well, I need a bed. It does actually genuinely need a bed. And this is going to be really strange to a lot of you guys. Unless you are one of those guys that plays career mode. Even then, this might still be strange. But I'm going to move this forwards by about 2, if possible. There we go. I'm then going to merge that in. I'm then going to delete these guys right here. I'm going to replace this with this. There we go. And I'm going to shove a bed in the ceiling. I can't even do that. It has to go back there. If you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's because if ever a wave goes over the deck and you are not in a sealed room, you might drown. So just be careful. But yeah, we can actually sleep on the ceiling, which is obviously definitely something that you want to do. Just sleeping on the ceiling. All right, so another rescue service has done that. And now we need to evacuate civilians. And also, a blue speedboat requires servicing. So, in order to evacuate the civilians, we need to grab them from here. We then need to bring them from there to down here. And we need to return the boat to there. That does mean we have to sail around here, grab the boat, sail back, and drag it in. That would be fine, and then actually rescuing the guys is a lot less fine, but shall we just do it anyway? I think we should probably just do it anyway. Okay, just a quick update. The ship is actually sailing fine. What I want to do, though, is I want to do a quick little pit stop right here. And the main reason for that is because, well, I want to climb up and see if there's any loot up there. Whether I can actually climb up a vertical face is a different question. However, because I'm not in a vehicle, and obviously in these fishing overalls, I've got super strength in my legs, I could just go up sheer cliffs. Clearly. So, we're going to go ahead and continue up here. And there should be a lighthouse. There it is. So, let's have a little search around inside of here. See if we can find any loot. And if we do, that would be awesome. Oh, I could actually capture this too. Oh, I totally could. I'd have to sit in there for ages, but it's possible. Anyway, any loot in here? No. Any loot in... Yes! There we go. 6 research points and 7 grand. That is awesome. Alright, any more loot in here? Any more loot in here? No. Alright, so that's all of the looty loot's gone out of there. What is that? That's a big bird. So I'm going to go ahead and check up at the top of this as well, because that is my next... Oh, here's another one. 9 research points and $1,500. So the main reason I decided to do this, and the main reason I haven't actually done any fishing yet, is because I really need those research points. I need weapons, definitely need weapons, and I need engine upgrades too, because if I don't get any of those, well, I mean, we're stuffed, aren't we? So, let's go up here and have a little look around. Nothing. Back downstairs, outside, anything out here? No. And can I see any crates from up here as well? That big bird is there. I don't see any other crates. Okay, any crates on that island down there? I can't say I've ever seen any down there. But, you know what? We got 2. That's awesome. Also, if you ever do come up here in hardcore career mode, make sure to go down the stairs very, very carefully, because this railing doesn't exist. It doesn't actually do anything. Watch. You can just walk straight through it, which is ridiculous. Also, just to see behind here, there is nothing. Okay, right, let's run back to our boat and continue our mission. You know what? The boat doesn't actually look too bad. I think we've done a pretty good design choice here. We might have to design it a little bit differently, though, in the future, because I think we're going to put some hoppers in the center, and I think to go fishing, I might add a crane that goes forwards right here, so that we can actually drag things on. That's actually not a bad idea. Anyway, let's go. Also, it is slow, so I really, really, really want better engines. It's night time. It has taken absolutely ages to actually get here, but we haven't used like an incredible amount of fuel, and we are not actually overheating, which is perfect. Anyway, what I'm going to do here is cut the throttle, turn, and hopefully live or something. I don't know. Apparently we need to rescue survivors. Wait, where are they? Are they part of this boat or are they something else? I'm not actually entirely sure. Anywho, let's go ahead and point back in the direction we need to go in. Here we go. Excellent. Somewhat. And then stop everything, and we need to go connect it on. But yeah, I don't know where the survivors actually are. In fact, should we not be able to see them? I'm really confused. Oh, the survivors there. Oh, wait, the mission just popped up at the same time. It's one guy. We're not going to make very much money from that. However, towing this should be pretty good. Keyword is like should, but that's fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab one of these. Try not to chop myself up. That's fine. Attach onto there and swim. What? Hang on. 40 meters and it's pulling me back already. What is going on here? Alright, let's try and attach it onto there instead. And then onto... Am I getting pulled back again? What's happening? I don't know what's going on, but I'm being pulled. Anyway, I'm going to get back on board here, and let's see if we can even pull it. Alright, so... Throttling up everything. Here we go. And we're pulling, and actually we are pulling fine. So we're going just as fast as we were before. At least I think so anyway. We were going very slow. So let's set this as our destination, travel directly towards that, and return this boat to its owners. Guys, we're still going. Honestly, this is taking me forever. I'm not even gonna lie. It has taken so long. But we are getting there, and we are only, like, maybe two... Oh, it's probably an extra, like... We're quite far away still. But it is working out, and we've used quite a bit of fuel, but honestly, we've got a hell of a lot of fuel left in each side, and our engine temperatures are really not going up, so engine temperatures are fine. I do want to research some things. Now, doors are extremely useful, so I think I'm going to have to do doors. The next thing that's useful is weapons. I do actually desperately need weapons, just in case. And what else? Is there anything else that we desperately need? I guess winches and stuff like that we will actually have to do soon too. But I think the first thing we need is probably doors. So I'm going to go ahead and start researching those. And I'll get back to you guys once we're... probably almost here. Wait, apparently we've delivered the boat, and I think we got one research point. It took me probably like an hour, maybe even longer than an hour, to sail from here, around this island to about here, and then from there all the way back to here. It took me ages, and we got one research point. We did get 5 grand, but like one research point really sucks. Anyway, let's go ahead and ditch this thing, if I can, very quickly. There we go, and sail home. Guys, I wasn't actually recording at the time, but, look. There is a tsunami over my head. Now, the main issue with this isn't necessarily the fact that my boat is going to be upside down, but it is. The main issue with this is that we didn't have any doors, and now my boat is upside down and I can't do anything about it. So, yeah, that really sucks. However, we did survive the tsunami, so I suppose that's a good thing. Yikes, I'm still 1.8 kilometers away from there. I need to drag this back using my other boat, but yeah. This is one of those things where I guess I could have helped it, but at the same time, not really. Anywho, let's get swimming.